Alright, so the reason for this video quite a bitly for myself, quite a bitly. I'm trying to figure out a way to adverbally say this. For me, it's for me, and then to look back on this, and of course other people can see what's going on here. The MS, in 2022, today's the 10th of July. Yeah, 1:04 p.m. I was about to say it was kickoff time, but it's still July. It's a Sunday, okay? So yesterday was Saturday. I did as much as I could to take the day off and just do nothing but lay in bed to allow mainly the hip flexors to just rest, just be left alone. Don't fuck with me, kind of thing, and the muscle things. So I've been explaining this issue with regard to my iliopsoas muscle being the issue with regard to my walk, or lack thereof. I know people like to say, you're not walking, Jason, you're hobbling or limping. And then people say, well, you are walking. I appreciate, all the accusations and things, complaints. I'm almost 30 years into this MS thing and I'm constantly getting better. I've come to a point whereby I felt like I got this for the walk, I got it. There's part of me wondering, okay, maybe it's not the iliopsoas muscle. My right leg area, okay? And it's been really, really rough since 2015, and the limp's it goes back really to 1993. I had surgery on my right toe in 1997 because it was broken in 7th grade, and I think it was probably caused by the alignment issues I had, maybe from MS that I had probably, 92 or 93, diagnosed 97. And then, of course, I had surgery 96, May 16th, both years, 96 and 97. Now on my left knee, that was just loose cartilage and different things, arthroscopic. And yeah, I saw some videos, people get into this whole surgery thing, and they do there was this prolotherapy thing. Dude puts I'm standing up, and what? I actually feel, I'm putting, wow, this is really radical. This is how I'm walking, y'all. Really, and I'm actually, anyway, they're putting some kind of stuff into the hip, the joint area. I can't really show you, but it's, oh boy. So I didn't do any of this walking stuff yesterday. I've done almost 100 times more movement today than I did yesterday. Already, it's not even 1 o'clock. It's just past 1 o'clock right now. So this is where I've been hanging out, basically. I'm legally blind, so I got some eyesight, and I know I see some nice shapes, sexy girls walking by at the pool. Iliopsoas comes from the front of your vertebrae, way down low. It goes through or whatever the hip joint, and then it goes to the quadriceps rectus femoris. And I was wondering, maybe there's something issue with regard to the way it was connecting to the rectus femoris thing. But we confirmed Friday. I have an LMT who has been working on me for a while now, and we really, really, really went hard. She put in as much. It's been really tight. Well, duh. Why has it been tight? I've been literally letting it be locked, just to drag it, because my brain, for whatever reason, you can look it up and see, hasn't wanted to allow me to lift my, it's called foot drop, my right foot. See, the reason I'm staying like this right now, the way I'm seated, okay? I'd prefer to lay back, but I don't want to have any pain on it. Pain means it's a lack of blood flow, okay? I need blood flow to it. So it really, it does seem like it's a psoas muscle thing. Well, that is impressive. Wow. Oh, you know what? I should probably put that AC. I don't usually do this, y'all, because I'm usually out in the water, and I've been having the AC on during the day, which is rare for me. But I've been making such progress that like I know I've got to by locking it, like I've just been dragging it, and I obviously it just. So yeah, today is the first day after the extreme pressure we put on it Friday. Today being Sunday, and then I'm able to put weight on it. Yesterday, hell F no. I could not put any weight on it. And it wasn't just, I probably could have, but it's just like, didn't want to, and I tried a little bit, just wouldn't hold up. Obviously, I was sore, so it's just I just gotta let it be, just leave it alone. It's in place. It's broken up to the point now whereby I know it's in place where it's got to be. It's been lengthened, not knotted the way it was. So now we can be gentler on it and work on it in the future. And I'm breaking up these appointments, length, more time in between now too for more work on it, because give it some time to rest, relax, and then of course the following week I can beat up on my body a little bit more and so the thing is, like, it could look like the way I'm walking. I walk to the pool, I laid out for 20 minutes or whatever. Beyond gingerly, it could look like what this guy's like progressing severely. It could look like that, but the reality is, I really feel like we got this where we need it, and we've been making such extreme progress in a good way. People say that I progressed. That's a big thing. Like, I progressed. The doctors want to sit you down, neurologists, whatever. You progressed. They see your MRIs. You got more lesions or plaque things. It's all neurological stuff. But my MRIs are showing that lesions are just completely going away. These lesion things, and of course plaque is just like scars. Multiple scars. I don't know why they call it sclerosis. Hardening. Sclerosis is hardenings, So this is a good update, I guess, on how I don't want to use the word recovery. Just there's a something I'm trying to think of what it would be, I'm looking at. So yeah, no walking yesterday. How difficult it is for me just to stay. And I got the scooters. These things are so much fun. I got more than 1,000 miles in these things in a year. Now we're into July, so I've had them for way over a year now. Wow. Who does this kind of stuff, Of course, gas prices, people are freaking out about that. Back to the manual razor. You can look at the video and look back at this. So yeah, you're looking at it, you're like, well, this guy's really hurting now, man. He's walking to the pool. They could be up on the balcony or whatever looking down, like, what happened to him? When he get hurt, is his brain that much more messed up from the MS? It's actually a really good situation where I am right now with regard to being able to find out myself. All this stuff, though, it's about yourself. People rely so much on it because they're narcissists. They got to rely on other people, and use people like shields. Donald Trump was really classic with it. Obviously, Hillary Clinton did it too. She put her out her husband, and her husband. I don't know if he used her as much of a shield as she used him. Interesting now I think about that. But yeah, oh, poor little Hillary, she got cheated on. And I think the majority of Americans, by the way, in that whole situation, they're like, well, we paid for these interns, y'all, right? You realize that? But it's like, oh, it's the president. So, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You got to get some, what? Weird. So, this is, I mean, I mean, we can look back on this, you know, August 2022, and then, of course, July 2023. Let's see how it's going to be. How much, and I tell you, I've been making these videos. Here we are now, July. Tomorrow being the 11th, okay, so 7/11, that just happened. I mean, March 11th, I remember my acupuncturist, I said to her, Peggy Lee, from Taiwan, over there at the Arc Acupuncture in 4649 Clyde Morris Boulevard or something in Port Orange. When do you think I can run again? Because the acupuncture really got my body. I mean, blood flowing great in places that really needed the nutrients, and areas were just lacking blood flow. But anyway, here we are, and she says you can run in 2 to 3 months, which I got a video about that up on my YouTube. So, well, here we are. And I did not think that I'd be able to run. And I tested it a little bit, tested it day of, and I was like, no. I feel like I can run just a few days ago. And I can get it up to 12 miles an hour, but that's going to be like for probably a total of 6 to 10 feet. And then I just got to turn it off because it's going to be too dangerous. Right foot drop has really waned in terms of, you know, a good thing in terms of like how much the discrepancy, the difference between the right foot and the left foot. So it's like we're really like reversing this stuff, and I think it's a matter though of what happened in 2015 is that the brain got damaged somewhere from new lesions, which people can say, well, the disease has a mind of its. All these diseases have a mind of their own. Like your STDs, people say, oh, he just mysteriously, or your drug overdose. Like, that just happens to random people, you know. You randomly somehow got COVID. That's why I'm making these videos every single day, to show you what health is. I mean, you're always going to see me healthy. It's just how it is. It's your terrain. It's your soil, your body. I mean, it's undisputed. I love that, Joe. I'm not even in the television here. I'm at advertising for it. So I just did something like I can feel it move. But it is causing me now to really use my TA more, transversus abdominis. That's how I'm supposed to walk. We're all supposed to walk with the transversus abdominis. Most people don't realize it, but are using that when they're walking. Because you've been trained by your people who ever had you when you were younger. Just by accident. It's just you know, ingrained in us. So as I've been playing with it a little bit, I'm not pulling it as much or at all really when I walk. Just sort of pulling back, and then of course here in the condo a little bit, and it's like I'm not dragging it, you know, swinging it or like nothing like that. You gotta actually walk instead of, you know, swinging your legs. But I'm able to be on my feet though, and it could look like, oh, guys kind of trying to prevent going into. For me, it would be motorized. That's what they want to do. The doctors, motorized wheelchair, because there's no way I'd be able, I've done the whole like walker thing, and I couldn't do crutches because I didn't have enough balance, and then, even then it's like it's just not strong enough, you know, to do any kind of walker stuff. So then you just gotta push the lever. So it's not, well, I understand it could look like, okay, you're just trying to prevent that whole thing, wheelchair thing, but the reality is where we are, and I'm seeing opportunities whereby, you know, nothing I think about more than my children, and how I can, even though you are in the United States of America, the parents are using children 100% of the time, all parents, as puppets. You see my videos on YouTube and Facebook of how I've served my children And yeah, 100% of the time, I always referring to my children as children, never kids. Kid is actually a description of a young goat. And I think I've been hearing that even in the Bible. I can't quote the passages, but it's like it goes back to like these God's going to separate the sheep from the goats. And the goats are with the devil, so basically they're children of the devil. Are these kids? So in what ways do I really just perfect me as father? It's not about my children, but I'm being better, more obedient, listen better. God, it's amazing how people are just so harsh with children in this country. So the reality is, you are dealing with the environment of the United States of America. People are who they are. They are the way they are. We have leading the world in every drug, usage of every drug imaginable. There's statistics on these things, and we have more crimes. It's a very hostile, dangerous nation. So dealing with those kind of things, of course, more they call medications, prescriptions than any nation in the world, the sickest people in the world. USA, by the way, remember it's a acronym for white supremacy. So still, I can make all these excuses about the environment, but it's still, I'm looking at my Jordans over here on the floor. He still got to get his teammates in line and get to deal with what you got. So I got to make sure that all of us, whatever situation, it's not that the fucking disease, y'all. It's not the environment. You can complain about it all you want. It's a time for me to really evaluate, examine, myself. How can I walk more perfectly, more purely, and cause my body to not have to go through the kind of recovery you need to go through, and because when you lift, your body's got to be you tore muscles, or you pull them or whatever, and that's the next few days you take off pecs, take off a few days off the biceps. It's a smaller muscle, triceps. I've talked about this over and over, but it's really just now is the time to really just not now is the time, but now has been the time just to take this as an opportunity. Better father and healthier. Considering I don't ever get sick, that's helpful too. Because then when people get sick with their whatever virus things that are going on, was it BA5 or something I heard about, AB. And now your body's trying to recover from that stuff. And I did. I went light on the food yesterday, but I still went. I love to eat, y'all. I'm a big time foodie. So today I ate a little bit, not a whole lot. I might go get a little popsicle. I got these popsicles with. You gotta check these things out. It's no sugar added, and it's like 1 gram of sugar. It's impressive. Got it at Publix. So I did that yesterday, and of course I'm gonna do another one just now too. It's just something to turn on my digestive system. So I'm really I'm enjoying this analysis and just relaxing as much as possible. Relaxing through recovery kind of thing. I don't care, if it's a hereditary disease for y'all, it doesn't matter. We did something, okay? You try to explain to a person why they got an STD, it's like, you did something, you got a drug overdose, you did something, okay? Look at there, we found heroin and fentanyl in your system. So I'm just trying to burn some time now. It's kind of irrelevant at this point. What else am I say? But I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad, very energetic and uplifted that I'm really. I think we've got it, and now I can say I feel like I might be running. I really do. I can say that. Not right now, though. Not for at least 2 weeks.